Yo, squad, what is up? It's your dude PinoE here, and for today on this wonderful Saturday, I bring you the next edition of fuckery-fueled bitch-assness. But for today, we're not gonna look at only one website, but three. We got Major Shitface up first, and he's the king of the 11s, so let's look at the trash that he's peddling. This waste of bandwidth of a site is called dunkshockstore.com, and we start with the About page. And good news, according to the page, everything he sells is authentic. But ouch, yup, everything you see is what you get. And that's a problem, because everything you see on this page is shit. And first up, we have a couple pairs of the Air Jordan 11 GS Floral Flower in white, purple, and white pink. I want you to take a second and think about that. This brainiac called the shoe a floral flower. Let's not worry about how horrible this pair is, because that's not important. What is important is he called it a floral flower. Hey, major shithead, of course a flower is floral. It's a flower. That's what it is. Now for this pair, he gets the name right. I would call this neon green as well, but hold up, you know these sites have to lie, right? So he throws in the word PE. Normally PE stands for player exclusive, but for this site, it stands for fuck off. But let's keep moving because there's a lot more trash. This next pair is the Georgetown 11. He came so close, black should have been blue, but hey, the colorway is actually nice. Now don't sleep on these either. They're normally $220 in some fantasy world, but 50% means you could get them for $109.99. Before we keep continuing on with more of this shitty website, I want to give you a sneak peek of what's to come. This guy is a poet. The way he describes his shoes makes me think he hired Kendrick Lamar to write it out for him. Let me read you this description for these 2014 Air Jordan 3 black and orange. Strap yourself in, because none of this shit will make sense. 2014 Air Jordan 3 Retro Men's Shoes Orange Black gives us is perfect. Godlike perfection, outstanding. Jordan Retro 3 Orange offers exposed the Nike O2 and highly fancy synthesis elephant using a fold effect. He said synthesis elephant. I don't know what that is. Air Jordan 3 when newly born, there have been impulsive, unfortunately under control. The key point primarily have the money, may not be within a position to buy, very few families willing to sell. Back to Major Shitface, and next up, he has these Air Jordan 11 Low Red Velvet. Do you see any problem with this shoe? Well, first off, it's $93 too expensive, but there's no velvet. Oh, and they're ugly. These are, well, okay, they kind of had potential. The first mistake was calling them the Air Jordan 11 Galaxy of Luminous White Black, because that name is just stupid. But the Galaxy theme was decent, and adding a glow sole was actually kind of cool. Let's look at them in the dark, though. Turn off the light, get rid of the Photoshop touch-ups, and you end up with a dirty shoe that has a glow bottom. If you ask me, this is where Jordan Brand has really been fucking up. Every pair of shoes I order are clean. I really wish they would come dirty. And remember what the About page said. What you see is what you get, and with these you get dirty shoes. Next up, we got the Air Jordan 11 All White, and these are only $82. The reason that they're on discount is because this bitch ass is a liar. How you gonna call a mostly blue shoe all white? You, major shithead, are a fucking liar. At least with this next shoe, he got the name right. They're silvery white. They're not silver, they are silvery, and I don't know what that means. I also don't know what these are made of. Whatever they are, kill it. I had enough of this shitface, so before I leave this website, never to return again, I bring you this garbage. In my honest opinion, it's really hard to make an 11 look bad, but this guy's done it multiple times. Fuck him. Let's move on to scumbag number 2, the fantastic Dick Nose. This guy runs shoesgooddeal.ru, which was founded in 2014 producing high quality products. In fact, he sells over 90,000 craptastic items. On this page, he does admit that they're replica, but he's not always telling the truth. Chinnet's lies, like with these authentic Air Jordan 3 Knicks. There's a couple problems with this pair. They're not authentic, and these are not a Knicks colorway, and they sure as hell ain't worth $155. What you're actually looking at are the Russ Westbrook OKC 3s, and although I want a pair, I don't want them bad enough to pay this guy any money for them. Look, more authentic shoes, and this time they're the OVO Air Jordan 3. In case you're not sure what these are trying to be, he's actually trying to replicate these Lil Wayne vs. Drake 3s. But because he's a lazy piece of shit, he didn't get the sock liner or tongue liner correct. He also didn't give these a semi-translucent bottom, but hey, look at the insoles. They're old and dirty. Great promo shot, idiot. I've seen a lot of Yeezy fakes, as I'm sure you all have as well, but these take the cake. What I think he's trying to do here is rip off Hendershem's remake. The Nike Yeezy 2, it's a classic. Hendersham has a way to take a dope classic model and turn it into a high quality premium lifestyle shoe. And this guy knows how to take greatness and turn it into a pile of crap. And the good news, he only wants $260 for these. Look at that booty shot, sexy. More OVO, and this guy makes me sick. Someone needs to throat chop him. If you're making fakes, why is it so hard to get an insole that doesn't look beat? And why can't these losers make the owl look normal? The thing has a fat head. Anyway, like those glow-in-the-dark 11s we saw earlier, these also come dirty. But I'm not sure what's dirtier, the wall in the background or these shoes. And now we've come to the king of the written word, the master of the English language, and just an all-around fuckface. KobeShoesOutlets.com is a popular website for anyone looking for the greatest Nike shoes from top international designers. Right away, we are faced with fuckery. If it's a Nike shoe, it's not from top international designers, it's from Nike. Guy's a moron, and I'm gonna prove it. You think I'm joking? One of his shoes descriptions talk about a woman's period. Keep watching. This website has the greatest collections of ones ever seen. He has a whole series of Air Jordan 1 Fluff Leopard, which are normally priced at $180, but are on sale for $87. The Fluff Leopard comes in a number of colorways, but I'll show you the red, green, and pink. And while you watch this, let me read to you the description. I presume that one of the magnificent dream team. I presume that the same goodness Air Jordan 1 Fluff Leopard Red. This excellent one Jordan shoes during World War II Mustang fighter. Now you can see the fighter shark one's teeth pattern in the bottom face. Hatfield remember with these innovative points beyond the previous Air Jordan 1 athletic shoe design, within a being able to breathe mesh pad and in addition super stable wide lace, plus exceptional couch soles. The fuck is a couch sole? Tinker Hatfield developed rich flow, tempo, and elegance shoes. Oh look, it's an Air Jordan 1 black toe, and in case you forgot it's a 1, it's written on the side. And this guy is such a douchebag, he makes fakes in a mid. Nobody wants the mid, they want the highs. And yes, what has been missing from the 1 is a fluffy sock liner. Thank you for finally giving us that. This guy's such a loser, I don't want to look at this stupid shoe anymore. If you want to buy the 88 Air Jordan 3 white cement with Nike Air on the back, you could pay a few $100s from a reseller or 82 from this guy. Of course, this fuckboy sells fakes, but who cares, right? What you do care about is knowing what you are buying, so let's read the description. Right 88 Jordan 3 launch, 88 Jordan 3 series was really entered into the book of modern culture. That part's true. Air Jordan 3 88 Retro Cement 2013 with a complete charge of Nike Air Safety Net, don't know what that means, full grain wash rag uppers, what the fuck, elastic shoelace strip, bottom sneaker notes 85 to 1994, 10 years. Although made a brilliant log accompanied by the Italian ballet shoe masters, what is he talking about to put together a pair of embossed towel Air Jordan 3? Why are we talking about towels? This guy's a fucking idiot. Nike's a number of factions. Flight use a very important position. What did I just read? You ready for more fuckery? Well then next we have the women's 3s, and like I said last video, we all know women only like pink and purple shoes, so he has your girl covered. Now when you think of the Air Jordan 3, chances are you think of MJ, maybe even MJ wearing the 3 in the dunk contest, but not this bitch ass. Nope, wanna know what he thinks of? Let's read the description, shall we? We think of Scottie Pippen to the camera, move legs, wearing women's Air Jordan 3 fluff black pink, used it outside, and is now known as Women Jordan 3 in cushioning and suppleness on both fairly superior performance. This fucking guy just said that Scottie Pippen wore the Air Jordan 3 women pair. I don't know what he's talking about. Women's Air Jordan 3 has been through a lot because other options, like baseball shoes, searched in the lens, which means that succinct women's Air Jordan 3, still, why don't we put it down? Frank is characterized by 9 simple vamp and time-honored soul. Does anybody here know who Frank is? Anybody? The Nike Foamposite is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year, and to celebrate, Nike is releasing a number of colorways. Also joining in on the celebration is this cockroach. Foams are a really hard shoe to replicate, and they're not cheap to make, so if your pairs ever look like this, you should consider burning them. If you've ever wondered what the Johnny Kilroy would look like on a 12, now you know, and I hope you never think about it again. What he did here was take a classic Air Jordan 12, mash it up with the Johnny Kilroy colorway, and pumped out a piece of shit looking shoe. If you're a fan of 12s, you should really hate this man. We got another ugly looking 12, but for this one we're going to take a look at what the fuckface has to say about it. Let's peep the description. We keep in mind Scottie Pippen, here we go with Pippen again, to the camera. Increased legs wearing Air Jordan 12. Light olive, black brown completed it. Remember that bigger hook these shoes mentioned above because this is the last time the Nike logo appears to be on the Air Jordan 12 series of running shoes. 12 Jordan is also the largest quantity issued. Eminem do not remember. Spike Lee, you should not note. What the fuck you talking about Eminem and Spike Lee? Motorbike, you should not note, and so on. Devised lasted 9 numerous years. 9 years, people, helping to create a minimalist classic products or services designed with national hunt and language attached to the shoes at the end. Back to women's pairs, and this loser has a lot of women's Air Jordan 13s, but I can't even talk about the shoes because that doesn't matter. What matters is the size of the balls on this guy to talk about a girl's period when describing a shoe. Never in the history of bitch-assness has this been done, and for that reason, this man is now the king of fuckboys. Ready for the description? Let's go. Jordan 13 pink and black is the Jordan 13 pink and black menstrual cycles first dual-use Jump Woman logo shoes. Let's stop right there. He just said that this shoe is the pink and black menstrual cycle and that this shoe also features for the first time ever the Jump Woman logo. Let's keep going. Fit made using neoprene insole, women's Air Jordan 13 black pink, conferred comfortable with the replacement sense of the term. That makes no sense. In your era, women's Air Jordan 13 withstood heavy fines, ironically survived the pressure of consumer bankruptcy, admitted to hearts, but nevertheless, less than a month walking, feeling the bottoms too soft, not so gripped, affecting typically the movement speed. That was a beautiful description. Which one of you out there has seen or owns the Nike Kobe 12? I'm not talking about the Kobe AD, but the Kobe 12. Hands up, I'll wait. If any of you raised your hands, then you've now been exposed because the only place you could get this model is from this shitty site. You've been busted. Let's keep moving. So yo, I can't lie, I'm not going to talk shit on this shoe because if Nike ever dropped the Yeezy in a Gamma colorway, I'd pick them up. Out of all the fake colorways I've seen, this is the only pair that's actually looked good. But still, fuck this guy, let's keep it moving. To find the gems on this site, you really have to hit up the women's pairs like these Air Jordan 5 in black and red and the other in green. Description time. Women's Air Jordan 5, when newly first crawled the beach, there have been impulsive and yet under control. He just called women impulsive. I know that one of the fantastic dream team, I know that the same Oplagt, he said that, O-P-L-A-G-T, Oplagt, women's Air Jordan 5 Black Fire Red. In an interview with Slam Print, Jordan 5 Fire Red GS, known as one of the most mate items themselves. The idea, Terminator most classic creases. I am back. He said I am back, not I'll be back. He said I am back. Fucking guy. Women's Air Jordan 8 shoes, black orange, provides for us is perfect, godlike perfection, impeccable. But this has no effect on women's Air Jordan 8 position in the hearts and minds of shoe ceiling fans. Yes, how many of you watching this are fans of ceiling fans? So Jordan 8 stands out as the only pair of belonging Nike Flight Series footwear types. As I walk through the duplicate of a pair of black-faced Bright Edge, a collection of the very first year of group of red and black. Bravo, my man, well said, bravo. The thing about this cock-faced douchebag fuckboy is that he doesn't lack creativity, but where he excels at creativity, he has a flaw, and that's the fact that he's just an idiot. In Michael Went Bonkers, the Bulls dynasty proved was born the first relating to 3 consecutive, plus in addition to sweat, and in some cases, women's Air Jordan 6. That's just a bunch of words that are put together. It doesn't make sense. None of this has. 2015 Air Jordan 6 GS Floral Black Pink for girls, actually similar in shape, and then 2015 Air Jordan 6 GS Floral Black Pink for girls, in addition launched the whitened version of Olympic Gold. Jordan 6 Pink contains exposed the Nike weather in highly aesthetic synthesis elephant, there we got synthesis elephant once again, set fold effect. Conserving footwear will never be suitable, so don't ever try to conserve footwear, then it's going to be very difficult to see. And the last pair we have up is another Air Jordan 1 in a black patent leather upper with gold accenting and some fluffy fur. I'm not going to read the description for this one because fuck this guy, and I can't take looking at his shitty site any longer. But in the description, it says the shoe has a strap, and it doesn't. That's just another lie to add to the list from King of the Fuckboys. Before we go, just a quick shout out to Jake, Lisa, and Daryl Gregory for the suggestions. If there's a site you want me to look at next, then leave it below in the comments and I'll definitely check it out. And that does it for today's video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, and I hope you did, hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe, join the squad. If you have something to say, leave it in the comments below. And I'm out!